Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Musty here, and what a doozy of a couple of days again, right? Yes, I've seen some really funny memes about, 2021, like, we thought 2020 was rough. Strap in for 2021. Woo! So, I've had a busy couple of days, so I haven't even had a ton of time to spend on social media. But I've just glanced and I'm like, oh wow, what's happening? I don't know. I have no idea. Doesn't seem good though. That's all I got. Oh my. So with that being said, and knowing how my system responded, I was like, I think it'd be really good to talk about how to manage your body's stress response and recognizing that if there are some extra stressors, external things, right, that are going on, that this can really impact your physical response and how well your body can move forward. And this is something that I work on with women, right? So in any capacity that I work with women, I have a 12-week challenge, which is a group program. I also have a one-on-one level, which I will put a link right here where you guys can learn more about that in the comments. So if you've got questions or something, let me know. But you're going to find more info there. And I know one of the things I'm going to talk about is like getting good sleep, rest, repair. And clearly the time right now, I am up later than I typically am doing a video. I know. Anyway. But this is one of the things when we look at how stress impacts our body. A couple of things before I dive into what to focus on for your stress response and really kind of tune into your system. The first thing is that women's bodies respond differently to stress than men's bodies do, right? We often crave, and what helps our systems calm down is actually community connection. And right now, kind of not a thing for a lot of us, right? So close contact, working with others, working in a close network where you feel really supported is one of the greatest ways that the female body can kind of come back from stress. So realize that, oh man, this is a really tough time, right? And my system seems to be reacting. Am I really this seems like an out of control freight train, right? How do I get this, reined in a little bit? This is a normal feeling, right? So here's more tools and stuff that you can work through. Keep in mind also that when you're encountering negative events, and I talk about this too when I work with women, negative events, it's just part of life, right? It's not worth it to try and stop all the things from it. You live in the world. It's going to hit the fan sometimes, right? It's just going to hit the fan, right? And there's always that 90-10 rule, 10% of life is what happens to you, 90% is how you react, right? Of course, until I checked social media and I was like, whoa, what? Oh my gosh. But then sometimes I'm like, whoa, okay, there's these negative events, right? So a few things about negative events. They will steal your creative energy when there are negative events present, right? And I'm going to use the current, happenings in the U.S. right now as that, right? It can be a negative event like an injury or getting sick or, something negative happening to a close friend or family member of yours. My husband lost his job, or my friend is getting a divorce, or, things like this, negative events in your life, right? And these negative events, even though there's usually a start and an end to it, right? It takes so much of your energy. It takes 3 times the amount of energy to do your regular stuff when there are negative events happening. So keep that in mind. If you're feeling extra exhausted or extra sluggish or blah, what's happening to me? Negative events, 3 times as much energy. Yeah, so you're not crazy, it's a thing. And it blocks your creative energy. Hi, Katie, yay! It blocks your creative energy. Any normal mental process that you would have to troubleshoot things, find solutions, right? This isn't necessarily tough things, but even if you're oh, why am I having such a hard time finding the solution to this thing? This isn't really a tough problem, but I just can't, what's wrong with me, right? If you felt like that recently where you're my brain just isn't working, or I just am so frustrated with, what? Or normally you'd be oh yeah, I got this. And then if somebody else were to look at the problem, they're oh, we'll just do this. You're oh, duh, I knew that. what is it with me? Oh, yeah, it's all this stuff. It blocks your creative energy, and it takes 3 times. It blocks your creative process completely and takes 3 times the amount of energy. Great. Such good news. Thank you. I know. So, what do we do about it, right? What do we do about it? Because it is what it is. But sometimes just hearing that and understanding it and being like, oh, okay, all right, I'm not nuts then. All right, this is the thing. Yes, right? Yes. So stress response, your system, your body will physically have reactions to stress, right? It just is. It just will be, you know? Yes. No matter how, what you're thinking or how you're thinking or whatever, your body is going to have a response. And that's a lot to deal with. And that has a negative health impact for women. It's going to slow down your metabolism. It can make it really tough to sleep. It can make it really tough for a lot of different things. So here are some of my favorite things for this. And there's no limit to these things, right? How many times you do it throughout the day, right? Like deep breathing. You can do this on the hour, every hour. Oh, that would be glorious, right? Deep breathing, right? Not chest breathing, but really deep belly breathing. Breathe in. Breathe in through the nose, like big old inhale, like your kid has a poopy diaper and you're trying to sniff it from farther away because you don't want to bury your face in it. So you're like, we'll smell it from back here. I don't want to get my nose too close. Ooh, yep, got to change them. Right? Just me? You guys have done that? Yes, no? That's the breath you want. Just really in there. And then, right, deep in the belly. Have your belly go out and then breathe all the way out. That's going to set off an entire reaction in your body to help you relax, right? Do 5 of those. Oh, you're just going to feel better. Just kind of shake it off a little bit, right? Calming your brain. This is a really great thing to do. Calming brain. I have a few things for calming the brain. I'm going to go through some of my fun little tools here. This is one of my favorite homeopathic things, favorite little supplements, Ignatia. You can get this anywhere, right? Little thing. I'm out my other containers upstairs because I finished it today. Just twist the cap, get 5 little pellets, have it dissolve under your tongue. If you're feeling any stress, anxiety, response, game changer, especially for calming your brain before going to sleep. I love it, right? It's fantastic. Red glasses, right? Again, I got these on Amazon. They're like $10 or $12 or something. Okay, you don't have to wear them over your glasses, but I am wearing my glasses. So this is clearly attractive. But this red lens, especially at night, helps calm the midbrain down, right? Just take it down, soothing. Yes, very nice. 15 minutes, very nice. Again, can really help as part of your nighttime routine, before bed, sleep routine, especially if you've been on screens before bed. So yes, I'll be doing this later. Yep, calm the brain down. A few other, my favorite tool things to help. This is just one of my favorites. I have a lot. You can use lavender, a blend of lavender, peppermint, things like that. This one's just called Balance. Great, right? Some type of grounding thing, diffusing or putting some coconut oil or grapeseed oil mixed with this and rub it on your hands, feet, something breathe in it, just, really kind of, de-stress. And then this is, I'm wondering if I have everything. This is one of my favorite grounding serums. You can use it on your face, your body. So I will put this on my hands, my tops of my feet and my shins. And this is made from my friend Prairie Soap House and Apothecary. Prairie Soap House and Apothecary. She's an amazing, amazing apothecary and aromatherapist. And this is a serum that you just use, little oil. I don't know, call it a serum. It sounds so fancy, but it's really a blend of oil and things, and it smells nice, and you just rub it on. It's very grounding, right? So that's the other thing. You feel really disconnected. These are just little things, right? Just this alone, does this help me? Sometimes, but sometimes not. And sometimes I'm okay, get the oils. Okay, all right, let me get some of this. Yeah, here we go. breathing time, yeah, all right. Sometimes it's like all hands on deck to lower that stress response, and that's okay. This was me today, a little bit. Yeah. So calming your brain is a really great thing to layer in, especially before you're going to bed, so that way you can sleep better, because sleep can be disrupted. I can't tell you how many people I've chatted with, was it yesterday, today especially, that they're like, yeah, I didn't sleep, was up late watching things, I'm very worried again. Like, this is just kind of a rebound of stressors from the last year of what's going on. So everybody has these worried thoughts already that's interrupting your sleep. Nightmares, night terrors, heard that today. Yeah, so if you're feeling this, if you're like, oh crap, yeah, that's okay, right? Yes, it's a thing, yeah. Next thing here is to care for your gut. When you have an increase in cortisol, the bad bacteria in your gut increases, the good bacteria decreases. Yeah. So take care of your gut. Extra probiotics, extra digestive enzymes, apple cider vinegar, all those things are really, really helpful. And then adaptogens, which are herbs, right? I like a blend of herbs, because for me right now, the more the merrier. And this helps your body physically mitigate that stress response. So instead of your stress response going, they come along and they go, oh, come on down, right? Let's just bring it out of the stratosphere, right? Just keep it a little lower. Yeah. That's what adaptogens do. You will feel them working. Like, you have more of a chill. Yes. And then hydrate. Your body needs more minerals, more liquid, right? So not just water, but more electrolytes too. Very, very important. And doing some of these key things will take care of your physical body, give it those extra tools it needs to come out of a stress response a lot better. Because if you can't turn off this stress response, your system will wake up tomorrow and still have it going. And that's how it continues into the next day, and the next day, and the next week, and the next month. I mean, how many of you have felt like, yeah, I've had this stress response going on for 6 months now? Yeah. It takes focus, it takes energy to put into this to have your system calm down. But once you have the right tools, right? Like for me right now, I'm pulling out all of them. Epsom salt bath, diffusing oils, like candles, like all the things that will kind of soothe me, you know? And it's so helpful. So helpful. So that's what I got for you guys today. These things here, to go through this list. Let me know. I haven't slept in 3 nights. Oh, right, Amy? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It can be really tough to actually sleep, to actually rest. Really, really tough. So this is a great thing to start, pulling out all the stops. Get your body to manage its stress response, and it's going to be a game changer over the next couple of days. Yeah. Yes. All right. That's what I got for you guys tonight. Let me know if you have any questions, if you need any other help. Other resources I have for you, of course, are my books, The Female Fat Solution. This talks about nutrition that matches your hormones and your cycle. I also talk about stress responses in here. Also, protein is really important, but I just talked about that, so I didn't want to hammer it tonight. My book, The Female Menopause Solution. Also, if you're in perimenopause or menopause, stress is even harder on your system. Yeah, I cover that in there too. I have my podcast, The Female Health Solution, and my YouTube channel, which is just Dr. Beth Westy, that you can subscribe to as well. All right. Let me know if you guys need any other help, if you need other resources, if you found or, heard something that you're like, oh, I want to deep dive on that, or, can you do a whole video on this thing? Let me know, and I will absolutely work that into the rotation to get you guys that information. All right. Have a great rest of your night.